Previously on Sailing Adrift, we left the harbor of San Diego and headed straight for Mexico.
Status update. We are cruising towards Ensenada. The conditions are excellent.
It was an absolutely incredible trip. We saw all kinds of crazy things.
This is the Megapod.
Pretty big.
Oh my god.
In addition to about 100 dolphins coming straight at us,
Kelly spotted a whale. Oh shit.
we then cruised right into Mexico, our hearts beating fast with anticipation and excitement.
Milady.
We even did a little happy dance to celebrate our victory. Then we tried to check in, but no one was there. However, this week we need to make it official, otherwise we're gonna be in big trouble.
There's a new cruise ship. I think I just figured out why they call this place Cruiseport Village. Anyway, today marks the 1-week anniversary of my last shower at Phil's house. So I'm gonna go check out the facilities. Kelly's just waking up. We're gonna go scrub-a-dub-dub. Get the barnacles off.
So now we're in the marina, and honestly, it's probably the nicest marina we've been in so far. Nice enough to give you a brief tour of the facilities.
Attractive and clean bathrooms to the right. Awesome shower room to the left. But as we know, it's really about the shower pressure, heat, that type of thing. So, the jury's still out. Oh, watch and see this game right. This is gonna be glorious.
And if you're curious what the ladies' facilities look like, they're pretty much identical. Very nice, clean, and well maintained.
That was quite pleasant. Pros, unlimited hot water. It got warm enough. I mean, it capped out before I would have turned it down, but it was definitely on the hot side, so no negatives there. Nice clean area. I like the fact that they had sinks. Cons, no toilet or urinal in the bathroom, and the water pressure was a little on the light side for me. So I would still give that a 4 out of 5. Would recommend. That's a good shower. Cruiseport Village Marina in Ensenada, Mexico. 4 out of 5. Do it.
Oh, and there's this goofy resident chicken, turkey, bird thing that likes to hang out by the office. Now that the marina was open, we could formally check into our slip and pay up. We also got our ducks in a row by getting an appointment for Monday, which is tomorrow, to see the port captain. Get us through customs and import drifter into Mexico. Being that it's Sunday and government offices are closed, that's all we could really do.
And we are going to see Ensenada. It's Sunday. Here there's a lot of people about on Sundays. We've got 2 cruise ships in, so I'm sure the prices will be. We're gonna go have some fun today because there's not a whole lot of official things that we can do.
Yeah, we tried to do the official thing, but
Yeah,
couldn't make it all the way through the process. So that's tomorrow's adventure.
Yeah, they checked us in and took our money for the marina and said, hey, come back tomorrow and we'll do the actual
Tips.
Mexico check-in.
Now you might be asking yourself, what the heck is a TIP? TIP stands for Temporary Importation Permit, and that's the golden ticket we need to legally operate drifter in Mexican waters. And it's valid for up to 10 years. Anyway, we'll get to that later.
Met Matt with 5 to 1. They're cruising 5 to 1.
Yeah, and his wife.
And his wife. He had been in contact with us. He was the mystery guy from yesterday who was talking to us on the VHF radio when I was all panicky, like coming into a marina and someone's like, hey, drifter! And you're like, oh God, what did I do?
Yeah, on the way in, Matt hailed to us on the VHF and told us we were ruining our epic glory shot with our ugly fenders. He still managed to get some great footage of us coming in though, and we definitely appreciate that.
But anyway, so talk to them. They're going to help us do a Costco run tomorrow, so that'll be freaking sweet. And what beyond that, Kel? Let's go have a good time.
Yeah, let's just go have a good time.
We took off down the Malecon, ran into all sorts of street vendors and pop-ups. You could instantly tell that this section of town is heavily geared towards the tourists coming off those big cruise ships. But there was more to see than pina coladas, beaded bracelets, and sombreros. Our walk down the Malecon led us to some really cool art installations, vibrant, colorful murals, and a very impressive fish market, which had an overwhelming variety of fresh seafood. We asked a few people we met in the marina about the best food in town. Definitely some mixed answers on that, but we decided to give this place a go. This is Tacos Lucero, and they have a lot more than just tacos.
Aquí.
Chris was immediately drawn to this whole fried fish he saw on the menu, so that was an easy decision.
Pescado frita.
That's a fish, man.
Frito? Yeah, I'm excited.
Can you eat the whole thing?
I don't know. Let's see.
Doing it.
All right, let's get in here. Do you eat the eyeball first, do you think, Kelly? I've never had this before.
Oh, you definitely eat the eyeball first. Oh, God.
It's hard. This is pretty wild, huh? You gotta try stuff. You gotta try it. My rule for years has been, if it sounds disgusting on a menu, you gotta try it.
You've done some good work here.
Tacos Lucero. Go out of your way to stop by this place. We spent the rest of our Sunday walking off that fish and exploring the town. Now it's Monday morning, and today is the day we must officially check into the country of Mexico.
It's Monday morning. We're checking into the country this morning. I'm getting us started while Kelly does some work meetings, and then she's going to join us once we actually are ready to head over to Customs and Immigration. Yesterday they checked us into the marina, but that was a Sunday, and those departments weren't open. So we're going over today. It's pretty cool. The marinas basically help you with all of this stuff. At least this one. This is Cruise Port Village. I think we've got everything we need. I'll find out when we get up there.
We have heard some horror stories from other cruisers about this process, so it was really great to have the marina help us out with this. Like Chris is saying, having all the appropriate paperwork is key, and we were pretty positive we had it all. Chris did as much as he could do without me. After my Zoom meetings were adjourned, I joined him.
Heading into the office to do some final check-in. And then we can be legit.
The folks at the marina gave us rides throughout this whole ordeal. The first stop was to the bank, and the next would be the port captain. I had severely underestimated the amount of time and travel involved, so again, we were really grateful to have help.
Apparently new this April, you've got to pay at a bank, so we paid 368 pesos. Now we're going to the port captain's office.
The biggest advantage in having this help today was dealing with our language barrier. Having a translator was an incredible advantage here. We had a few different stations to hit, including immigration, customs, and the port captain. Lots of paperwork to fill out, but we hit a snag over the boat being in an LLC. Again. So we started this process around 8:30 a.m. It is now 4:30 p.m. We've made 2 trips to the port captain, suffered some serious rejection, and had to scramble in order to produce some more documents for our LLC. But now we're back for round 3.
We're done. Kelly, hold that up.
Hell yeah.
You see that? That is the tip. It was 3 trips in the making, kind of an experience. It's a odd process. They're more concerned with the official look to things than they are with the actual legitimacy of the items that you give them. So yeah, we did 3 trips to make this happen. Luckily it's our boat, so it's not like we were doing anything wrong. They just needed to know that. Anyway, all done.
Legit.
Our boat is imported for the next 10 years. We are imported for the next 180 days. And
Option to renewal upon good behavior.
that's not how that works. You have to leave the country.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, so you can be here for a maximum of 180 days. You got to get out of the country, but then you can come right back. Super glad that that's over and done with.
Yeah, we started this process at 8:30 this morning. It is now almost 5.
We got it done, and that's all that matters. I think we're gonna go hit up some grocery stores and maybe Costco and get some pesos. That's the plan.
But first, now that we're officially checked into the country, we can take down our quarantine flag and raise our courtesy flag.
And here we go. Nice. Watch it get twirled up.
Uh-oh.
It'll fix itself out. The line itself is good.
Good.
Set already. Oh yeah, that looks great.
Okay. Take 2. Take 3.
Shut up, Kelly.
We did it.
Yes. Woohoo!
Then we got in touch with our friend Matt, and he graciously offered to drive us to go get pesos and make a trip to Costco. We exchanged some cash for pesos, but later found out in order to get the best exchange rate, you should really go to a real bank's ATM and decline the exchange offer. Matt has been living here a while, so he was able to give us the lowdown on what's worth buying and what to look out for.
Be careful of the meat because they cut it differently.
Okay. So it's not quite the same.
It's not quite the same, but you know, it's pretty good meat.
Yeah.
If you look at it, most of it comes from the United States.
Oh really?
Honestly, this was really just like shopping back home. Pretty much the same price point with a few variations on what was in stock.
You can put it in the cart and we'll just throw it in the bag later.
We paid up and rolled out. Hard to buy a lot in bulk when living on a boat, so we were hopeful to hit up a regular grocery store as well.
Is there a good grocery store downtown?
Yes.
Okay.
Matt was so helpful, and it really was a blessing not only to get shuttled around, but to get advice from somebody who's actually been living in the area for a while now.
After you.
We stocked up on as much fresh produce as we thought our fridge could hold. We knew the next stop wouldn't have much to offer. We then got back to the boat with our haul and carefully and methodically stowed everything away. There's definitely a lot of strategy in this process because of the level of difficulty in accessing certain areas. The food that we are planning on using right away goes into the fridge and the galley pantry. Then we have longer-term stowage areas underneath our seating in the salon area. Later that night, Chris discovered something pretty wild.
We're in a marina and there's a ton of bioluminescence in the water. Check this out. Oh crap. That's nuts, man. I've never seen anything like that before. I came out here and I bumped this buoy and that's why I noticed it.
Bioluminescence is a light produced by a chemical reaction within a living organism. Basically, it's a chemical reaction when light is produced. The next morning, we would enjoy our final day in Ensenada, which started by filling up our freshwater tank.
This is the drinking water in Mexico. 5 gallons for 20 pesos, which is just over $1. Not bad at all. Better than spending a week on the toilet if you drink the stuff that comes out of the tap down by the boat, that's for sure. We're gonna do these 20 gallons at a time. I'm really digging the siphoning. Found this piece of leftover blue PEX to use, knowing that it is NSF. I tried to do the first jar, the big jug without it, and I think I probably spilled about at least 1 out of the 5 gallons. So this is a lot more flawless. Plus I stay hydrated by, sucking on the end of the pipe first.
Well, now that that's all done,
What do you do when you have a few pesos left over? You buy submarines. Strawberry. I like strawberry Twinkies.
for our last night here, we decided to venture out a little further for dinner. La Hoguera was off the main drag, but we were drawn in by all the wonderful reviews. It's like the secret garden of restaurants.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
Tableside salsa.
Yeah, they made it for us right here.
The salsa was really amazing. It had this rich and smoky wood fire flavor.
Alright, the food has arrived.
They both look beautiful, but I think you win. That is a really pretty plate of food.
Yes, it is.
I like the plate too.
I ordered the atún marinado. This was such an epic dish. The plating was so perfect. I found it difficult to just dig in. I didn't even know where to start.
Where do I even start?
Salted and grilled tuna served with vegetables over risotto and topped with an incredible wine-based glaze.
This is delicious.
Good.
Yeah. The sauce is insane.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
Want a bite?
I do.
Chris ordered a braised pork dish called suckling pig. It wasn't very visually appealing, but it was still pretty damn delicious. How's that suckling pig?
Fantastic. Definitely doesn't suck.
The ambiance was incredibly charming and relaxing. This is easily our favorite restaurant experience so far.
All right, Kelly, what was your experience like here?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I thought we had a 5 scale.
Oh, 5 out of 5?
Yeah. Thanks for not saying 6, because I hate that.
I would never.
6 out of 5.
No, that's No, the wine was good, the dinner, the food was amazing.
It was, and it
Yours
was
and mine.
presented and fantastic. Cool ambiance. Just a really cool place. This is definitely a 5. I do not give out 5s easily. You know that.
The next morning, our day of departure, we just wanted to do one more systems check before heading out. We knew if we got stuck in Isla de Cedros, we'd have a hell of a time getting any kind of help, due to its remote location and our lack of Spanish. Fortunately, everything looks good, and we're in great shape for departure.
Today we depart Ensenada.
We're now officially checked into Mexico, and we're headed to parts unknown to us.
All clear.
We broke away from the marina without a hitch, now bound for Isla de Cedros.
Great job.
Actually, I lied. We're gonna top off our fuel supply first. We fueled up our boy Drifter and filled up our jerry cans. We left the fuel dock and said our final goodbyes to Ensenada. Let the journey begin. Tune in next week for our 250 nautical mile trip to Isla de Cedros.
I think it's twisted to dude.
Well, now it is. As soon as it went up, it got all wrapped around.
Are you one of those turduckens they talk about? I'm all by myself, except for Kelly's here. Ow! You gonna shoot your mouth off without doing your homework, young lady?
Oh, yep, that's me.
Hey, if I want to die in the streets, I'm a grown-ass man, I can do what I want. Once you're done Instagramming, give it a taste. Your face is taking up the whole screen. The last bite of a tune.
Nope, I got one more.
Oh, shove it in your face hole.
I'm gonna take my time.